Welcome in, Jeffrey. So, this is the exact diet that I follow to be able to have natural high energy, high confidence, and max testosterone. Starting off, as you can see on the left, I used to have very low energy, taking multiple naps a day, slamming multiple energy drinks while still taking naps. I always felt like crap and I was eating the wrong diet. I wasn't even really following a diet, just following guesswork. Led to this physique, and then years later, led to the same exact physique because I was still doing guesswork. And this is lifting for almost 5 years, and I look like a pudgy little pigeon, bro. Like, look how puffy I look. I look inflamed. Look at my face. Like, this is not okay, dog. Come on. Then, on the right, I'm shredded, six-pack abs. I'm jacked. Freaking everything's popping. Quads, abs, biceps, you name it. It's popping. Top 1%. You know what I'm saying? Then right here, still jacked and shredded, obviously. But, coming through here, this is not only just getting myself jacked and shredded, but this gets all my dogs jacked and shredded too. So look, we got my dog Danny right here. 2 months on this diet, obviously following the right workout split and tracking, the right progress and everything and lifestyle. But the diet is one of the most important aspects. So my dog Danny, with this diet, made this transformation in 60 days. Yes, I'm not capping. I got timestamps if you want to DM me. But man, look at this. Hold on. Let's take a further look into this. My dog Danny packed on insane muscle. At first, he was scared to even show his face to the camera and send me the picture with his face that he scribbled it out. Now look at him. He's like, yeah. Look at he's like, yeah, I'm that fucking guy. That's my dog Danny right here. If you want to get six-pack abs in literally 60 days, then you must follow the top 1% protocols. So let's take a further look and zoom out a little bit. So coming over here, before we hop in, I want to explain to you guys the 4 phases that you might be in. So starting off with number 1, this might be you. You're not tracking macros, fast food multiple times per week, eating processed foods on a daily basis, and tries to eat high protein foods. You always, get your protein in. And then, you eat clean foods when you feel like it. Yeah, like, come on. Like, this is not okay. This is what this led to, is this physique right here, as you saw a minute ago. Phase number 2, this could be you also. You're a little bit locked in, you're a little bit better than phase number 1 guy. That's the absolute Jeffrey over there. This guy doesn't track macros either. He eats kind of clean, but still indulges in some BS, like cake, cupcakes here and there. Party occasion. Let's party, guys. Gaining muscle, but nowhere near as fast as you could be. You're bloated, you're fatigued, you're low energy from all the processed crap. Come on, dog. Can't be following that. So, next person, he's super consistent in the gym. This is me right here in that picture. He was super consistent, still not tracking progress on a workout program, tracking macro range. You're trying to track macros and you eat clean most of the time, but you're scared to go 100% in on yourself. You think you're doing the most over here, but you're tracking some processed shit. You're putting a Fairlife in your MyFitnessPal. You're putting a protein bar in your MyFitnessPal. Or you might not even be tracking and you might be on this level and you're still putting the processed bullshit in your body. This is what you need to switch to be able to become a top 1% man and look like one too. You're never going to miss a workout. You're going to track your workouts through a program and you're going to follow a specific meal plan without without tracking your macros. All you have to do is follow a meal plan. If you're a busy guy, the last thing you need to be doing is pulling out MyFitnessPal all the time. So, coming into the diet aspect, this is where it gets real. You better get ready for this. So, starting off, the 2 main compounds of your diet are going to be ground beef and eggs. Or my bad, ground beef and steak. These are going to be the 2 compounds, the 2 proteins that you're going to be eating almost all the time. And then when you want to get a little, spicy with it, you want to switch it up a little bit, you can have some sardines. If you don't like sardines, everybody likes salmon. Come on, if you're not eating salmon, you're not getting your omega-3s in, which is going to boost your testosterone. Same with obviously the steak and the ground beef. Then we got ground venison, ground bison, some shrimp on there. Shrimp has great cholesterol, which is also going to boost your testosterone. Coming to the carb source, we got sweet potato is always a good source. White rice is always the go-to. It's the easiest. And then here and there, if you really want, you can throw in some sourdough bread. But, these are better sources of carbs. These are going to replenish your glycogen better. And they're just better overall for your gut health. So I recommend white rice most of the time. have some sweet potato here and there, whatever you prefer. But coming in to nature's multivitamin, this is where everything gets real. If you're not eating eggs every single day, can you call yourself a true man? Like, what are you doing with your life? You must be eating eggs every single day. Whoops. Okay. So eggs, they're going to obviously support your testosterone like crazy. They have all 9 essential amino acids. They're high in freaking everything you could possibly name. They're going to increase your mental focus, your memory, your mental clarity just from this one food. Eggs are amazing. You must be eating them every single day. Hormone regulation, micronutrient density. They literally give you every single micronutrient your body needs. If you pair it with a piece of fruit and some red meat, you'll be set for the day, feeling absolutely amazing. They got B12, selenium, vitamin A, iodine. I can go on forever. The list goes on. But what you're going to do now is, if you're not a fat ass and you have some room for some extra calories, you can add in some little bit of cheese here and there. Get your healthy fats in. Same with avocados. And then every single day, I want you to be having 2 Brazil nuts. What this does is it gives you your full selenium intake for the entire day just by having 2. Don't overeat on these. Don't snack on them. You only need 2 because you don't want to overdose on your selenium and then feel like absolute crap. Coming into what you're cooking with, you can be cooking with butter. That's my go-to. Or if you want to, be a little fancy with it, you can have some ghee. I recommend cooking your steaks in ghee actually, because butter will burn at a high temperature. So ghee is always a little bit better than butter for steaks. And then we got some beef tallow. You can always use some beef tallow too. But like I said, we're busy men over here. We got stuff to do. We're becoming the top 1%. So we're not trying to, always switch it up. We just need to follow a meal plan that actually makes sense. But coming into the fruit tree, we dug through the roots. We got to the trunk of the tree. That's what it's called. The trunk, where we got the eggs, healthy fats, the cooking. But here's where it gets real. We got the fruit. For you guys with the little sweet tooth, you little Jeffrey, you need to wake up, because you need to stop eating ice cream. You need to stop eating all these little sweet treats that you see on Instagram, TikTok. You be saving the videos saying you're going to try it later. Like, bro, grow up. Don't be a fat ass. You just need a regular piece of fruit, like a kiwi, an orange, a mango, a banana. We got cantaloupe right here, watermelon, and at the top, I had to save this for the top. Do you know what this is? This is frozen fruit, the ultimate hack to get shredded. My favorite is frozen blueberries. There's about 70 calories per cup, and a cup is a lot. It's like about this much, this wide. You can down a lot of blueberries and still be in a calorie deficit, and it's the best thing ever. And they're frozen. It's like eating ice cream, but without being a fat ass, because we're all a fat ass at the end of the day. I'm a fat ass. I love to eat. I can admit it. I like a taste in my mouth, but the right taste, the real man's food. I don't need a little bit of ice cream in my mouth or none of that. You got to go 100% in, and that's exactly what we're about to talk about right now before we hop into the meal plan. But coming in to the mindset aspect, you better click off this video if this isn't you. You need to be ready to go 100% in, or don't even bother. Like, get out of here, man. You need to go 100% in, because in life, you can't have half effort. Otherwise, you're going to have 0 results, and your commitment is going to be the separator between you, the average version of you, and the top 1% version of yourself. So, no victim mentality either. No blaming. Oh, you didn't have your meal prep today. You had to go get McDonald's. No, you didn't. You could have fasted. There's people in this world that haven't ate in a week, and your fat ass is complaining about how you didn't have time to meal prep, and now you're eating McDonald's or you're eating Chick-fil-A. Wake the fuck up, man. Come on. Stop complaining. Own up to everything. Take responsibility, and responsibility is going to equal power as a top 1% man. Your environment is going to be your willpower. So you don't rise to the level of your goals. Don't be relying on your goals. You fall to the level of your systems, of your standards, and of your surroundings. So shape your habits. Coming in right here, we got identity leads behavior. So act like the man that you want to become. Do you want to become the top 1% version of yourself? Living on whatever place you live. Like, if you want to live in a huge mansion, you want to live in a Miami little penthouse, whatever it is, imagine it and identify as that person. And you need to act like this guy every single day. You need to walk like him, talk like him, move like him. You need to be him. You need to write down all the actions that this guy does and follow him every single day. And also while following this damn diet, which is going to have you looking and feeling like the top 1% man. And you're going to have high testosterone. You're going to attract high value women in your life. You're going to attract abundance. You're going to attract money. Everything that you desire is going to fall into your life if you're following the diet and following the top 1% man in this identity shift. But you have to go all in. Act like the man you want to become. And remember, delayed gratification equals freedom. So reject pleasure now and build something permanent, because the average man is going to chase comfort. Do the opposite of what the world is doing. Become the opposite. Every single thing you see on a regular basis, do the opposite. Make it dramatic. Like for me, I reverse parked my scooter at the gym a few days ago while everybody's parking forward because I don't want to be like everybody else, Just little tiny things like that. It makes the biggest difference because it's shaping your mind. So coming into the exact system, this is where you're going to get a little excited. This is where you're going to get your little treat that you wanted, right? We got the full meal plan for you. Don't worry. Let me just zoom out real quick. There we go. So coming in, we're going to start off with meal plan number 1. And this is going to be for you to save. So get ready to take a screenshot, and we're going to explain which one is built for you, because these are all built for 4 different types of people. So number 1, you've let yourself go. You are fat as fuck. You need to wake up. You need to look down, grab your left handle right now, grab your tit, and realize shit's got out of hand. Your habits, your standards are shot, and you just need to take full accountability as a man. Yeah, I might be sounding rough, but as men, we need to wake the fuck up and become the top 1%. Like, there's no time to wait. There's no time to pout. So coming in the meal plan breakdown, this is going to be a 2,000 calorie diet right under. Macros are going to be protein 182, fat 99, and carbs 83. You're probably like, why is there so much fat? Do you want to have high testosterone? Fat, cholesterol, and optimizing your hormones is going to correlate straight to testosterone. And your hormones, when they're regulated to the correct way and they're optimized, you're going to be feeling like a whole new person. Like I'm telling you, if you follow this meal plan, this isn't just feeling but like looking better. You're going to feel like a whole new man. You're going to act, walk, talk like a whole new man, like the top 1%. So follow this. You're going to have ground beef, 90-10, 10 ounces. That is cooked beef. And then sirloin steak, and this is not broken up into meals. So you get to pick these foods and take everything on here. And then you could swap the fruits around with the other options. You can swap the white rice with sweet potato if you want to. And when you get tired of different fruits, switch them around. Fruits, you can't really get tired of them though. Ground beef, eggs, you can't get tired of it. It's all healthy food. And when you eat this every single day, this is all your taste buds will crave. But first, you must identify as that man. So we got some butter to cook in on here. You could swap those around with the other cooking methods. But this is just the baseline meal plan. So take a screenshot of this and understand what's going on here. So as far as the white rice goes, you got 1 cup. I'd throw that in one meal, or you could go half and half in 2 different meals. And then time your carbs around your workout. So have your carbs like around half of them before the workout, so you actually have energy because your body's a machine. And then after your workout to replenish your glycogen and your blood sugar, so you're not feeling like absolute crap, because you need carbs after your workout. Otherwise, your glycogen is not going to get replenished in your muscles, and that's not good, obviously. So coming in the meal plan number 2. Well, first, actually, we got the macro range. 46% fat, 37% protein, and 17% carbs. Yes, you need to be low carbs because you are trying to cut. And carbs are a tool. You only need them before your workout and after. So your third meal, if you're eating dinner, like let's say you work out in the morning, your third meal dinner, it shouldn't have any carbs in it. You should not be a fat ass eating carbs throughout the whole day if you're trying to cut down and you've let yourself go and you've got some major love handles hanging off your waist right now. It's time to make a change. But this guy right here, you're average, but you have potential. So coming in, we got 2,400 calories. Macros, protein 217. Fat, 126 grams. Your hormones are optimized as shit. Carbs, 95 grams. So we got the same thing. Cooked beef, sirloin steak. Make sure to read the ounces when you're following this. So we're up in the protein source a little bit. We got 12 ounces of ground beef now, which equals to 1 pound. And then eggs, we got 7 eggs on there. And same thing, white rice, 1.5 cups this time. We got an orange, we got some blueberries, nice and simple. And then as far as the macro range goes, it's pretty similar. So coming into meal plan number 3, you're almost dialed, so we need to level up right now. Meal plan breakdown, total calories is 2,800 calories. So macro range is going to be protein, 242 grams, fat, 140 grams, and then carbs, 140, same as well. So proteins and fats is going to be ground beef, like I said, 12 ounces this time. Sirloin steak, 12 ounces, both a pound of each one. And then eggs is going to be 8 eggs. You can prepare that, cook it in butter, ghee, or tallow. Carbs, white rice, 2 cups this time. Like I said, if you want to swap this with sweet potatoes someday, go for it. Make sure you have the right measurements. And then orange, and then blueberry. Now we got a kiwi on there, which kiwis have great vitamin C. Same thing with orange. Blueberries are one of the healthiest fruits on the planet, so never go wrong with blueberries. And they're just, you can eat so many for such low calories. So here it is. You can't gain weight. You can't gain weight, huh? You're eating so much. No, the fuck you're not. You need to man up. We got 3,500 calories. It's time to put on some mass, dog. Protein, 298. You are getting a shit ton of protein. You're going to build so much muscle, but you must be consistent in the gym. Fat, we got 158 grams. A lot of fat, which is going to be super good for your hormones and your testosterone. Your testosterone is going to be so freaking high that chicks are just going to just start peering around. Like you're not going to be able to get places because there's a chick right here, a chick on your left, chick behind you. You're going to be overwhelmed from how freaking high your testosterone is about to be. Get ready for it. It's rough over here, man. Proteins and fats, ground beef, steak. We got a ribeye this time. A little bit more fat on there. We got a pound of ribeye. You can split that in between 2 different meals. 10 eggs throughout the day. We got some shrimp on here. 8 ounces. Insane cholesterol in shrimp too. And then unsalted butter or salted. It's not a big deal. And we got a tablespoon of that to cook in between each meals. Avocado on here on this plan. And white rice, we've got 3 cups of cooked white rice. And remember, 1 uncooked cup of white rice, before you cook it uncooked, equals 3 cooked cups. So cook 1 cup for this meal plan, and you will get your 3 cooked cups. Don't be a fat ass over here. 1 cup. Don't cook a whole cup that's uncooked, and it turns into 3. And you're like, why can't I lose weight? No wonder, right? So, and you don't even need to track your macros on this. You just need to weigh the foods out and make sure they're the same every day. And, take your meal preps to work with you and just lock the fuck in, man. It's time to make a change. Do you want to become a top 1% man? When I was working my 70-hour weeks, I was bringing meal preps every single day with ground beef, eggs, and white rice. I had my dates. I had all my good stuff on my meal plan, and I followed it every single day. And people always ask me, how do you eat the same thing every single day? It's because I'm a top 1% man. That's why. That's why I'm out the rat race, and they're still all stuck in it, eating their bullshit food. They were always eating some processed ass shit, dog. But for this one, the carbs are a bit higher, 24%, since I'm assuming you should be moving a lot if you're a skinny ass man, because that's probably why you're skinny. So physique type for the first meal plan is going to be for my skinny fat guys. You got thin arms, you got thin legs, a soft little belly, and just really no definition. And another build is going to be the overweight guy with the round gut. Your face, you got some face fat, maybe a double chin. You're bloated, low muscle tone, and you can't really see what's going on. You can't really tell you hit the gym. But you were a former athlete. You just gone soft now. So you used to be in shape. Now you're puffy. You're sluggish. So you need structure and discipline. And now you're going to get lean. You're going to regain your energy. And you're going to feel proud again like you did back in the day when you were actually, being active, playing sports and all that stuff. So the soft, athletic guy is going to be for meal plan number 2. He lifts here and there, but diet is trash. Thick, but no shape. Pause. Thicken the muscle. Has size, but no definition or structure. Skinny fat guy, walks a lot, trains inconsistently, body's still stuck in limbo. Who's it for? You're not fat, but you're not impressive either. You're ready to dial in and actually see a visible change. And this plan lets you build and burn at the same time. So you're going to build muscle, you're going to burn the fat if you stay strict to the meal plan and you don't be a Jeffrey fucking getting fast food after work complaining that, you know, you didn't have time. Yeah, shut up, man. So third meal plan, lean and defined. He has abs, kind of. You know, they're kind of there, the six pack, but muscle shape is kind of there, and he just wants to add more size. So let's see, strong but flat, lifts heavy, low body fat, but needs more fullness. And then the third build is going to be the disciplined athletic build. He already eats clean, he trains consistently, but he needs more food to grow and clean foods. And he still wants to stay athletic and tight. So this is going to be for you right here, man. Then for 4, my skinny fucks. You know, I was a skinny fuck. I was 120 pounds, and then I gained 100 pounds. So, you know, don't tell me you don't know how to eat enough. You can't. You're too full. Like, shut up, man. Skinny, hard gainer. Claims to eat a lot. Still, you know, 145 pounds soaking wet. Lean bulker, doing everything. Bro, I'm a troll writing these. Lean bulker, doing everything right, but under eating, and you think you're eating enough. And then jacked, high output guy, 200 plus pounds, heavy lifts, high steps, but you need some more fuel and not some processed shit. So I'm not even read that. You know who you are. Coming down right here. Right here, we got me, right? This is the transformation I made while making, you know, while eating. This is the transformation I made while eating this diet is what I meant to say. This is a transformation that my guy Danny made in 60 days. So what are you waiting for? I'm going to show you the exact system that got this change out of the both of us. You're probably wondering, how do you stay so locked in on this diet? How do you not eat a single bad ingredient for over half a year, for a year? And I'm going to show you exactly how. It's because I follow a system. Right here we got next weekly tasks. We got learning modules, resources. I have everything my clients could ever possibly need. Obviously, weekly check-in calls, monthly goals, output results. So you guys get the point. Plus, full workout plan, meal plan, every single thing to transform your life into the top 1% version of yourself. If you're ready to make a change, become the top 1% man, and you need that one-on-one accountability support while following a good meal plan that's specifically meant for you, not one of these that is actually specific for your results, that's always getting updated every single week, and you just need to fully lock in on your lifestyle to become the top 1% man and your training on every single aspect of life. That is what I teach in my one-on-one coaching. So if you're interested in that, click the link in the description to become a top 1% man and never go back to being average again. But other than that, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take a screenshot of the meal plan that fits your body type and your diet and everything. So other than that, I'm heading out. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let's fucking go. Go become a top dog. Top 1%. Come on.